rousing song about krakens and killing them and frying them.
Wow.
Nice.
So here you guys are. You're still at the Cutlass, and as we were saying, you had some interesting encounters up until, or just recently rather. You encountered a pirate captain here at the tavern, Captain Shook, who's Rummy's former captain. Um, he appeared to be inebriated last time you spoke to him, but he mentioned a tale about gaining the favor of the Bitch Queen, or Umberly, the Queen of the Sea. She's a goddess of some type that he worships, and his.
Damn it, you cut out.
His what?
Sorry about that. His aim is to find her favor, gain favor with the sea goddess to get revenge on the kraken that killed his family, and he wants Rummy's help with that. And he says he knows about an island off the coast of Luskan that if you pay homage to Umberly, she will give you her favor and aid you and grant you, like, what you wish for. So, and he wishes for revenge.
Did he say the name of the island?
He didn't mention names of islands. He just says he knows how to get there.
No.
He's staying here on the upper floor of the inn.
So I'm guessing we just had breakfast.
Yeah, but just to recap a little bit more, he came up from the sewers. I'm sort of going in the backwards order here. Came up from the sewers after Rummy had almost been devoured by this large acidic cube that was moving around. He didn't see it coming, and it swallowed him whole. It took the entire party to pull his ass out of there. But he's pockmarked and scarred. He's got like all these burns all over him from acid. And his charisma is being affected by that. You never did find like the Red Fang's base or what they were doing here or how they're related to the cult, the Vortex cult. So you don't know where they're at. You can start by searching the city, searching the sewers for them. It's open-ended, so like you guys can pursue any goal you wish in any order, or just look around the city for more quests. One of the things I highly recommend you do first is acquire a map. Second, after that, I recommend you already found an inn, but you might want to find a place where you can buy supplies in town, stuff where you can restock, because you're probably going to be here a while.
There was
Because we
another.
have so much gold.
There's another inn that we're told about. I totally forgot what it was.
There was another inn. Yes,
There was another inn.
it's called the Broken Tortoise. That's the inn that your Red Fang captive, the one he left outside the front of Luskan with Gimbo and Rex. That's the one he mentioned that Black Fang sometimes will visit.
Okay.
But you're not really sure exactly how to find that place yet. You don't know which part of the city to look in. You can just go and systematically try and look for it, or try to figure out where it is. If you have a map, it'll be a lot easier. Plus, there's a lot of other locations in the city you may want to become aware of.
Well, I'm
So
sure there's. Sorry.
I asked the captain if he's got a map for sale.
He's not in the room right now. He's upstairs. He hasn't come down. There was a couple of people over here at this table, and they seem to be back down here this morning. That what's his name? K-Pax was gambling with, and they said they had a map to sell him, but it's 300 gold.
Kim Pax didn't wake up. Still asleep.
Yeah, K-Pax stayed. He stayed in bed, and he said he can't come out.
Sick.
He's sick. Yeah, he's not doing good.
I was trying to move over there, but I can't move my token.
How are you trying to do it?
By dragging my token over there?
Are you left
Yeah.
clicking and then dragging like that?
Yeah.
And it's not working?
Yeah, it's just giving me an arrow.
Another way to, you probably have something toggled on. Another way to do it is just select your token and then use the arrow keys on your keyboard like this.
I don't think I have control of it.
You do. You should.
Neither way is working. Anyway,
Let
I
me
go over
hold on.
when
Let me check then. Make sure you have control. You have yeah, it's in your journal. So you should have control. Still not working?
yeah, just like if I drag, it just pulls an arrow out that tells me how far I'm dragging.
Yeah, you have something toggled because Q is the button that does that, I think. Let me see. Okay, so what do you want to go talk to them about?
I wanted to see if I could convince them to give me a map, and I wanted to play a song for them.
Ask him about the broken tortoise.
Oh yeah, I'll ask them
We
about the
might have heard
broken
of it.
tortoise.
Also, last night Rummy changed clothes, so he's wearing a different set of clothes. He threw away his tarnished, acid burned clothes.
Okay, so let's see. You're walking over there to that table?
Yeah, walking really quietly, just not because I'm stealth, but just because that's how I.
You just move, you saunter over, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
Okay.
it happens to be quiet.
What do you say to them?
I say, hey, guys, what you doing? Are you just hanging out here? I'm with hanging out over there, and I was just hearing that you guys might have a map or something, and I was looking for a map. So then the reason I came over here was just to say hi and ask you if you have a map. But hi,
How did you know we had a map? We've never
my
met you
friend.
before.
But you
Oh,
met my friend over there, and I point with my tail, and then my friend told me, and now I'm telling you.
your friend, huh? Which one?
I think it was Rummy or God Hunter.
Yeah, it's ugly Rummy just sitting there.
Is actually the. We were talking to you, another person last night. The dark skinned fellow.
Oh well, we're all here together. We're best friends.
You're all best friends, huh?
Well, like lately we've been best friends because we just started adventuring together.
I see. Well, I could sell you a map.
Okay, how much?
Problem is, it's going to cost you.
That's okay. I'm totally willing to pay for it. Do you want to be paid in a song?
Say that again.
Do you want to be paid in a song? I can play a pretty song for you, and then I play a song.
Um, she just laughs at you and says, "No, dear, we can get music anywhere. We want hard cash. Gold. The price is 400 gold."
You got it. And I hand her 400 gold from our.
They all look at each other like, That was easy. You're like,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, here's your map. So you guys lost 400 gold there.
Well, how did we lose 400?
I'm
You should
subtracting
have
400 gold.
didn't try to persuade him.
I've tried persuasion first.
Mm,
I
Not
tried to
really.
play.
yeah, that wasn't really persuasion.
Yeah.
I'm learning. I'm learning.
That's okay. It's a
That's all
process.
right.
Sometimes you have to use a little bit more persuasive tactics than offering to pay with a song or something. But these characters
Yeah,
wouldn't
I'll work
really
on it.
go for something like that because of they're kind of roguish in nature. I should have re-described them to you. So like when you walk up to these people, they're kind of like rough and tumble, kind of piratey looking characters. Some of them look kind of shady. Um, Not that
Probably none
they're.
of them want to be friends with a cat.
I don't know if they're prejudiced against cats. I mean, they got a halfling with them, and then there's a dragonborn as well.
Sweet. So I take a look at the map, and then I take a look back at Wendy, and I say, so what's this map of? What can you tell me about this map? Where'd you?
Well, this is the map he asked for. It's the map of the city of Luskan.
Oh yeah.
So if you guys now look in your journals, give me 1 second. I will change that so you can see it. It's now in your journals, and I'm showing it to you as well.
Okay, yeah.
So does this identify for us where where are we?
Yes, you're at the cutlass. If you click on the middle of the map where it shows that
I see.
icon, it'll give you the like a blown up shot of the map.
Okay, I see it.
Pretty big.
Luskan's pretty decent size. I think the only thing that protects Luskan is their canalways, and also that they got a Tower of the Arcane.
Yeah, and pirate ships.
But that Tower of the Arcane probably protects. Nobody wants to fuck with Sundry. Or a town with a wizard's tower.
Yeah, there's some famous places like marked off on there. The host tower of the Arcane being one of the most infamous places. It's very hard to access without gaining like the proper clearance or an invite of some type.
Yeah.
Someone make a history check. Sorry, I think I cut out.
Yeah, history check?
Yeah, if you want to make a history check, go ahead.
Anybody good with history and knows history? I sure don't. I'm not even from this land. Well, history is intelligent, so I don't have anybody with.
Well, I mean, that's what we have a bard for.
Yeah, it is why you have a bard.
Yeah. Well, Starling did open up. Look at. She hasn't even came over and tell us that she bought it yet.
No, she didn't.
She tells us how much she paid for it. I might go over there and demand our gold back. Intimidate the shit out of them. Fist fight them. Beat some ass. Go up in a fighting mood.
So is anyone going to make a check?
Is Starling not there? Oh.
Yeah, 20.
She's getting set up on another laptop because hers was giving her problems.
Oh.
So,
In the meantime, I rolled for Helene.
What did you get?
a
20,
natural 20. You should still
Natural
buy it,
20.
right?
Well, apparently, Hooling, you know a lot about Luskan. So yeah, the city is, it's a newer city, more modern city in terms of what we consider modern and Forgotten Realms, but it was built on the ancient ruins of an empire called Illusk, or Illusk was the name of the particular city that was built here by an ancient kingdom, and they just built right on top of it because it was, a a good place to build. But they were destroyed over, countless centuries by like various raids and stuff. But they were a very ancient.
Oh, you're cutting out, Mike.
So yeah, it was like an ancient magic culture that was
Oh yeah, I see Illusk
destroyed.
ruins here too.
Yeah, there's some ruins that are still sort of like there and present, but people don't go there much. Like that's where sort of like some people will venture in there to explore. Sometimes like vagrants and vagabonds will kind of make like makeshift homes in that area, but most people who value their lives stay away from the ruined area. They're right next to the market, but they're like sort of up on a hill, and most people kind of keep their distance from that place. And also you have the market district. There's all sorts of goods that are traded there that you know about from all over the Sword Coast, like as far down as Kalimshan and the far south, even further south, like the island of Cholt or the peninsula of Cholt. I forget if it's an island or a peninsula. I think it's an island.
Schultz is
Cholt's an island. The city itself is ran by the five high captains of the ship, and they're all named after famous captains from the past. So, like whoever the first five were, if you take a seat in the high captain's court, you assume the name of the previous high captain that was one of the originals.
Cool.
So they run the
Can you
city.
guys hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
hear you. They all run the city. The high captains do. The Winter Palace is dedicated to Arl. It's a famous temple here in the city, which is kind of towards the northeast.
Yeah, I see it.
Mm-hmm. And then there's the three bridges that cross over to like the Mirabar district, and that's mostly dwarves on that side, and the military of Luskan. The Luskan kind of like not their city watch, but their military is stationed there. That is off limits to civilians in most cases. So it's very difficult to venture over there without any pre-authorization from like probably the High Captain's Court. Dragon Beach is the main trading area for shipping. That's where most of the pirates will come in and out of there, like the lesser known trading ships and all will dock there. If you were to look for any kind of ship in the city, that would be probably your best bet because you're not getting over to the White Sails Harbor. That's where their warships are kept. The North Gate leads north out of the city and beyond to like the Spine of the World Mountains are the only other settlements beyond this place. But this is as far north as you can get before you're in Icewind Dale.
Yeah.
It gets cold here. The weather's kind of shit and horrible. But that's why the pirates are here. They like it because no one else wants to live here, so they will. Corruption is actually kind of low in the city. They run a tight ship here. However, that doesn't mean they always play nice with Neverwinter or Waterdeep. Sometimes there's bad blood between the other city-states. It's kind of like a city-state situation. Several settlements, smaller settlements, are near Luskan that provide, goods and services to the city. But most of the city functions internally. All the workers here and stuff are, you know, living here in the city. So, um, and oh, one more important point: just southeast of the Market District, uh, there's the infamous Prisoners Carnival. You've heard rumors that this place is often used to entertain the locals in the city, um, whether they're there to purchase slaves or to watch the entertainment that takes place there. You've heard rumors that oftentimes slaves will be put into the pits and forced to fight each other or monsters or both. Um, they don't take kindly to people here who, go against the rules of the city. Um, and that's basically what you know. Um, Rat Alley is another important street. By the way, you're on Half Moon Street.
Mm-hmm.
That's the name of the district you're in. Um, there could be some. This is like sort of an area where you might find a couple shops. Mostly residents live here. Um, but Rat Alley, people stay away from there too. It's known for its giant rats that linger because it's near the harbor. Um, and there's a restaurant there. I believe it's called the Burning Rat or something. That's what you're trying to remember? You can't remember exactly, but they serve rat meat there. Um, it's a pretty well known place. Sailors apparently love it. They enjoy coming in there for a rat sandwich. It's cheap, good food. Deep fried rat tastes as good as deep fried chicken, they say. Um, the Red Dragon Trading Post, which is on the north side near the Mirabar District, that's sort of like their military headquarters and like sort of like the trade bureau of the city that trades with other locations. If they ship things out of the city, that's where all the offices are for that. And
All right.
it's kind of like their Pentagon, you know. Um, yeah, that's what they do there. But the host tower of the Arcane um, is special here in the city. It's the former seat of power. It was a place where the Arcanists were ruling the city before the pirate captains and the pirate lords sort of took power and sort of dominated the city after that. Um, you don't know exactly as much about that. It was a magical training center for the Arcane Brotherhood. It's a famous group of magisters. And that's where they still reside and do their training. It looks like a giant tree,
Ooh.
even though it's called a tower. So that's sort of a little bit of background on Luskan. That's what you know. Now that you have a map, you can sort of put all those clues together and get a sense of where you may want to start looking. Notice that I didn't mention anything about the Red Fangs in the history and lore of the city. Whoever they are, they're a new faction here in the city trying to vie for power. You're going to have to start with some of the leads you have and go from there.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, seeing our bars by her map, Helene will just go pff, and that's it. But what month is it by now?
What month is it?
Uh-huh.
That's a good question. I think when we started the campaign, it was late summer, so you're probably in early fall. So we'll say
Alright.
maybe October, like beginning of October, whatever the
Yeah.
Faerunian equivalent of October is. I know there's actually a month that correlates to it, but I can't remember it.
So it might definitely be time to pay a visit to the Winter Palace and bring give sacrifice to Auril.
If that's your thing.
Well, it's everyone's thing in the north, right?
Well, yeah, maybe.
Winter comes to everyone.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think Julian is a devout follower of Auril. Not at all.
They don't actually typically allow outsiders into the palace. Um, it's sort of a reclusive area. Like you have to
More a monastery than a temple, really,
more a
right?
monastery. Yeah, it's a sacred place, maybe where they train acolytes of Auril. Yeah.
Cool.
Definitely not quite open to the public. That doesn't mean you won't be able to find a way in there.
But I'm not hell bent on getting into the temple of Auril. Not the most friendly of goddesses.
No, definitely not. No. So, you guys got a little bit more intel. What do you think you're going to do next? What's your plan?
Good question.
Well, Starling came over. Did she tell us that she purchased an app and got
Yeah, we're
information
assuming
about
at
the
this point that she
broken,
did. Yeah.
broken turtle shell?
The broken tortoise.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually indicate the location of the broken tortoise. But it could be near the market. It could be like somewhere else in the city. There's a lot of areas and districts that that they didn't have marked on the map. But Starling is just out of character. Starling grew up in cities, and she may be able to be the best one to traverse through the city and help you find things.
Tell us how much you paid for.
What?
Darling, tell us how much you paid for the map.
I paid about 400 gold.
What? Do you offer that? Do you offer that lazy ass rogue still upstairs for only 300 gold? They ripped you off by 100.
And that's okay.
No, it's not. I'm gonna go over there.
Are you going over there?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, okay.
Go over there and say, hey.
I'll follow him over and just look intimidating.
You guys ripped off that little freaking lady by 100 coin. You asked her lazy ass rogue friend who's still in bed upstairs, sick, for 300 coin for that stupid map. You charge her an extra 100?
I did threaten to sing, though.
I demand you give it back to her.
Sorry, the price
I
went
don't
up. It's in high demand.
I intimidate the shit out of him.
Make an intimidation check.
Snarling, growling, fucking flexing my muscles. Let's see, intimidate.
Can I kind of stand there menacingly to give him advantage?
Nah, it's just him
Wouldn't
this
have
time.
helped.
Yeah. They just sort of laugh like, look, the price is the price.
I'll fist fight you.
No, there's no need. Look, all right, fine. We will give you the discount. We'll give you 100 gold back and just leave us alone.
Don't be ripping people. Don't be ripping innocent people off. Or you have to deal with me.
And then I just peek my head around the corner. I go, yeah.
All right, so you guys, I'm gonna add 100 gold back to your.
Yeah.
I'll do it real quick.
I give 100.
You still got ripped off, really.
I give 100.
Yeah, there was you could have negotiated down a little bit more, but haggled.
Yeah.
So okay. Yeah, they hand you back 100 gold. Now they're definitely not. They're not hostile, but they're more leaning towards that now, towards you guys.
That's fine.
So the captain, is that at the White Sails Harbor or Dragon Beach? Do we know?
Which captain? Rummy's captain?
Yeah.
He's not there. He's drunk here at
Oh.
this inn. Like he's perma drunk. Basically, he's probably sleeping upstairs in his quarters. Rummy, why don't you remind the party a little bit about the history of your captain?
Is Captain Shook. No one really knows his real name because he's kind of always been very shaky, very like outbursty. And yeah, the reason he wants to go to this goddess and get revenge on a kraken is because it killed his family one time when he brought him out to sea. At least that's what I've heard. And
wasn't he always going on about the kraken every time you guys took to sea?
Yeah, that was like kind of a thing he would always be mumbling about in his room. If you walk by, you could hear him like not really talking to anybody, but just as if he was yelling at somebody, like it was their fault. And he's like throwing stuff.
He would get belligerent occasionally, right? When he had too much rum.
Yeah.
And you were the only one that could calm him down because you were rummy. You always had the rum.
Yeah.
And he would go to you and like sort of get what he needed to like relax. You were like his doctor. Like you were like a really bad psychologist giving him his meds, like way too much, and it caused him to lose it. And the crew eventually ran him off the ship, and he thinks you're all dead. He thinks he killed everyone on the crew because he thinks the ship got sank by a kraken too.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why he called you a ghost. Remember, he's like, "It's the ghost of Rummy." That's what he said to you when he saw you last night. Yeah. City secrets. You know the secret patterns and flow to the cities and confined passages through the urban sprawl that others would miss. When I'm not in combat and companions I lead can travel between any two locations in the city twice as fast as my speed would normally allow. Okay. That's very good.
Who is this pirate looking chick up?
You don't know.
Okay.
She's dressed like a very seaworthy, piratey kind of person. Sometimes people are just here and they sort of live at the inn.
Okay.
I mean, you can speak with her and find out maybe, but.
Alright, I go over here. I say, well, we wish to pay our tab. We got some lazy ass upstairs. He's not coming with us. Bring back coin for him later. Keep the room.
Fine, yeah. We'll start a tab. Are you going to be staying a while?
Think so.
Alright, well, so far you owe 20 gold.
Yeah, we paid that up front.
That's right. Well, we'll keep a room reserved for you. You say you got a friend up there?
Yeah, he's in bed. So, hey, look. We're looking for some place called Broken Tortoise Shell. Whatever. Who knows the name? I don't keep track.
Tortoise. It's somewhere near the market district, perhaps, or east. Maybe close to the stables. I'm not sure. It's just through the city somewhere.
All right. You might happen to know if anyone here might know about that.
Pretty sure it's near. It's either between the market and the stables somewhere up in that region.
Okay, that might help. Hey, you have one hell of a canal passageway down in the sewers. Do you know what secrets might lie down there?
He just gets this like
and unhidden dangers.
He gets this kind of worried look on his face. Look,
why are you so worried?
I don't go down there. I have nothing to do with it.
No shit, you don't go down there. What do you mean you ain't got nothing?
I got nothing to do with anything that goes on in the sewers. That's all I'm saying. Now leave me be.
Fine.
And I say, guys, follow me. We'll go up to the market.
Okay.
Head into the
market. So go outside of the Cutlass and lead everybody down the sort of like the southwest path or northwest path.
I'm gonna go get Raging from the stables. Make sure you didn't eat all the horses.
Well, we have to load up each map so that you guys can go from place to place. So you know it's somewhere towards the northeast, right?
So you're northeast.
All right, but you leave the Cutlass first, and you're back on Half Moon Street.
Yeah, and I look for I find the fastest route to the market.
You will try, yes. Let me load up your token again, because yours isn't here. Yeah, Raging Pete is now with you.
Enjoy your night, Raging Pete, in the straw bed.
Yeah, he gives out a hoot.
Alright. You didn't kill any livestock, did you?
Mm-hmm. He's just kind of...
Take that as a no. Good boy. I give him a pat on his head.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's get it.
As you're heading north, right about here, you notice that there's a building with a sign. It says Delmon's Magic and Sundries.
Ooh. Do you guys need any sundries?
What the hell's a sundry?
I don't know.
Means stuff.
Stuff? Do you guys need stuff?
I wouldn't mind looking.
Yeah, let's go figure out the stuffs this way. Walk through this guy's garden. That's the shortcut.
Come on.
And then we go in here.
All right, you guys are going in there. Okay. Let me load that up.
I might have to stay with Raging.
Well, yeah, Raging Pete, you may want to see if you can buy him a leash in the Sundry shop, so you can control him better.
Raging Pete, what would you think if I bought you some type of really super duper awesome fancy leash with a rope or a chain on it?
He tilts his head
like a golden chain.
He tilts his head and looks at you like he's not quite sure what the hell you're talking about. But you don't feel like he's kind of like, against it per se.
Well, I don't want him to feel that he's being entrapped and enslaved, I guess you could say, because he's a wild creature and he's roam crazy.
Maybe get him one of those backpacks that has a little leash attached to it. They give kids amusement parks. Like a jacket.
I'm loading this up here for you guys.
But I just thought if we by the way happen to owls like rats. That was what I wanted to say.
Well, this is an owlbear though. He eats like lamb, horses.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll eat a lot of stuff.
I go up to look here and look around. See what I can see.
Yeah, so let me describe. This is a very large shop with rows upon rows of goods lined up against shelves and walls, and there's weaponry and armor. 2 guards are stationed by the door and chainmail. They give you a look like, we got our eyes on you. Keep things to yourself and be no trouble. And just down the center of the shop, you see a man standing behind a counter covered in papers, books, all kinds of goods and stuff that he's like actively trying to organize and sift through. He's a middle-aged human with a dark beard. Let me see here. Yeah, he's a merchant. This must be no other than Delmon himself.
Okay.
I just start browsing.
He notices you enter and he says, "Welcome to my shop. Please have a look around. Everything is reasonably priced, but if you have any questions, feel free to ask."
Yeah, I'm looking for something for my pet owlbear, so I can walk him around and it doesn't look like I'm just letting him walk freely around. I have like type of control on him, but non-aggressive. I want him to. Yeah, he's my friend and he's my awesome companion pet.
Well,
No.
Cut out.
Yeah.
we have several horse collars for sale that may interest you.
Okay.
Let's see here. How much would they cost? I can sell you one at a reasonable price. About 10 gold.
Oh, 10 gold? Okay.
Would that sound fair?
Sure.
Very well. And he walks over here and takes a look at some stuff. And then he briefly comes back after that and says, "There it is. I'll be seeing that gold now."
Alright, I hand him 10 gold coin.
Okay.
Out of my own purse.
And then you gotta make sure you update your thing with that. I'm not gonna do it each time. You guys have access to it.
Well, yeah, I had purse.
Yeah. He takes your gold and he says, "Oh, thank you very much for your patronage. I hope this collar serves you well."
Yeah, me too.
"You look different to me, my friend. Are you new in town?"
What do you mean new in town? I'm not from these parts, if that's what you ask.
"Yes, that's what I'm asking."
I'm from the land of Schultz.
"Schultz."
Hey, that's where I'm from.
Some island, salt deep in the jungle. I don't even familiar with the land. I've been out only for about a couple years on this mainland. I haven't found my way back home.
"I see."
Yeah. I had my elven friend, and he just pretty much ditched me so he could go back and serve in the army, and then I had to go just explore on my own and do my own thing and here and there, and wherever I go, I guess I kind of seek justice for others.
"Justice?"
Yeah.
You seem quite the adventuring type, then.
Me? Yeah, I am. I'm very... I mean, what the fuck else is there for a big-ass fucking huge warrior such as myself to do? Except to help and defend the weak. Fuck up enemies that want to destroy other
Oh. Yes,
Yeah.
I see. Well, look no further than Luskan if you wish to punish the wicked. There's plenty here that deserve it.
You mean I should punish the whole city?
No, I'm not suggesting that, but there's all sorts of bad types that come through here, and we have our occasional problems, and sometimes bad elements move into the city and disrupt business, if you will.
Who can I talk to about helping them out to dish out justice and...
Well, maybe you can seek employment at the carnival. Yeah, the prisoners' carnival is always looking for help and work, and the pirate court, the captain's court. I'm sorry. They don't like to be called pirates, but man's got to speak the truth occasionally, and
Well,
that's what they are.
I won't work for no crooked, evil type.
Oh no. Pirate is it's a relative term. You see, the captains are good people for the most part. They look after trade here in the city and make sure that business flows.
All right. I just don't want to, shed any innocent blood, But yeah.
Well,
okay, I'll totally look at that. Look that up.
The reason
what was the name of it again?
Curious, the High Captain's Court. You may seek questions. Yes, they may have some work for you.
Where's that located at?
It's not far from here, somewhere in the middle of the city. Several neighborhoods to the northeast of here.
Oh, okay. Because I suck at directions, and I just get lost wandering around.
Yeah, I understand. Yes. Well, it's easy to find if you head in that direction. I promise you.
Okay, very good. Is there something else you want? Seemed like you're hesitant, but you wanted to ask for help.
I did have a question. Well, perhaps you can help me. I have a son, and I haven't heard from him in several days. He had been talking for weeks about heading to the ruins here in the city, the ruins of Illusk. Said him and his friends had acquired a treasure map of sorts. I don't know, but he was insistent that he could become famous if he found this object that was supposedly buried below the ruins.
What ruins do you talk about, eh?
The ruins in the city.
It's like the sewers, kind of like underneath?
The Illusk ruins. The only ruins left here. We built on top of the ancient empire of Illusk. Well, not me personally, but our forefathers did. No one usually goes there because they're supposedly cursed. But my son, being the daring young man that he is, has set off in that direction looking for some kind of fame and fortune. I told him not to do it, that stay here and the business will take care of him, but he's just not a merchant at heart like his father.
Well, there's no fame in death, which hopefully he might not have found.
I hope not. Well, I don't know what to do. He hasn't come back, and I'm willing to pay someone to go look for him and ascertain his whereabouts.
Keep your coin. I think I'm honor bound to this to help.
And I'll do it just to find out more about these ruins.
I look, whoever can, I say, whoever could write this down, write down ruins, missing boy, stupid, went exploring on himself because he's a dumbass.
I got it.
Yeah, we got to go find him and save him.
You may want to annotate it. Sorry to interrupt, Vince. Annotate it as like Delmon's missing son, ruins of Illusk, so you remember where. Go ahead. Sorry.
So I say the guy wants to pay us, but I just don't feel right taking the poor merchant's coin to go find his son. I mean, I feel that I'm honor bound to have to go do this because it's helping someone in need. And also rescuing someone. I mean,
he was not involved taking your coin.
Well, you know what? I tell you what. I'll give you if there's coin to be needed, I'll give you some coin that I can get.
Don't worry about it.
To pay you back, because I mean, I know some people are like I've been around a lot of mercenaries in my life. But I'm just not much of a mercenary. I just try to do stuff for the greater good.
I'm just saying. People are going to use you if you keep doing this.
I know. I do it all the time. My cocky little smartass elf friend, He used to fucking bust my big bull balls about it all the time.
I'll stay at least a mile away from those things. So. Just the thought.
Oh god. Well, Delmon overhears you guys talking back and forth, and he's like, "Oh well, very well. I had some gold set aside for this because I want my son returned safely. If you won't take my gold, perhaps you'll take something else in trade when you get back. I insist to reward you for your services. I am known as a man of my word, and I will pay handsomely."
Very good. Okay, very well, very well. I will not argue with it if you offer it.
Yes. Well, do you need any other information about where I'm referring to? You're new to the city and all.
Well, you see this little kitty girl?
I see her.
She's fucking awesome. She like automatically knows her way around cities and shit like, yeah, she's really good. She just has a natural act for it. Like she could just go somewhere and automatically know where the fuck.
Oh, that's good to have. A guide. You employed a tracker in the city. Yes, very wise of you.
Yeah, but I keep that in mind. Ruin.
And then I'm gonna ask the guy. Do you have any magic potions?
Of course, we do have some available. What kind are you interested in, young lady?
What do you got?
Potions of healing, various potencies available.
All right. Well, so can I have a potion of healing? How many potions of healing, you guys? Do you want to buy potions of healing?
I wouldn't mind some.
Sure.
So, one for each of our party members. How much is that?
Well, hold on.
And I try to be super charismatic about the way that I ask.
I have these moderate wounds potions. Let me see how much I would sell them for.
Actually, I didn't mark on my down.
You might want to do that. Let's see. Where are the potions?
Actually, your cheapest version would be fine.
Well, they go for 50 gold.
Yeah, the cheap ones go for 50.
Yeah, he says, I'll sell you the next one up, the greater ones, for 100 gold apiece.
Yeah, let's do that.
How many would you like?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.
6.
No, 5.
5.
3, 4, 5. Mm-hmm.
500 gold then.
Yeah. And I just take it out of God Hunter's bag and hand it to the guy.
Don't forget to mark that off on your treasure log, guys.
Yep.
Yeah, isn't there only 4 of us right now?
No, there's 5 of yous. There's 5 players right now. We have various other items here for sale if you're interested. I deal in scrolls as well, and some uncommon magical items, or common perhaps.
Well, what kind of uncommon stuff you got? Anything cool?
Well, let me have a look here at my ledger. Yes. Okay. Give me 1 second. Yes. ledger looks like it's up to date. Yes, 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 yes. Just getting the list now. Feel free to look around, talk amongst yourselves while I take stock of my inventory.
I call Raging Pete over. Raging Pete, come here. Look what I got you, my friend.
He's looking at it, he sniffs it, and
I was like, sniff it. It's awesome, dude. And I gently put it on him, without non-aggressively, and I kind of show him, I mean him no harms. I don't mean to keep him bound, but it's kind of like, better this way. That way you can go into places with.
I have a very interesting item you maybe want to take a look at here. And he sets this box up on the table. Not sure if this be of much use to you, but he says, you see what it does is, and he flips the...
Oh, you cut out? No! We didn't get to hear.
What?
What does it do?
Yeah, you cut out.
Oh, yes, I know. Sorry, I keep cutting out, guys. You just have to bear with me. Don't freak out. It'll come back. The box opens up and it unfolds. It begins to unfold. And you see this kind of tarp roll out. And then he lays it down on the ground, and then it begins to form into the shape of a boat with a sail. He speaks this word in a language you're not sure of. And it's about 10 feet long at this point, laid out in the store. About 4 feet wide, 2 feet deep, enough to hold several medium creatures. About 4 people can fit in it. And he's like, but that's not all. If you know the right command word, you can create an even larger ship with this boat. I'd be willing to sell this to you. It's very rare, of course. Are you interested?
Totally.
Oh, that's good.
If we were to recover your son, would we possibly be able to get a discount?
I might be able to work something in, yes. That could be arranged.
Yeah, what is the secret word?
Well, once you make payment, then we can talk about the secret word. Normally, the market value of these things go for about 8,000 gold. Would that be something in your budget?
No.
Yeah.
No. Oh, I didn't realize. You look like experienced and wealthy adventurers to me.
We are. Yeah, we got tons of money.
We're modest.
Oh, that's
I don't
great.
think we're rich.
I love money.
Yeah, so I take out some more money and give it to him.
You take out 8,000 gold pieces? You guys don't have
Oh,
that.
I thought I said 800.
No. Your group loot says you guys have 2,840 gold right now in the sack. You got 3 red opals, 1 hematite, 1 aquamarine. And he says, oh, well, also, by the way, I do gem exchange here. If you wish to sell any rare, precious stones or gems that you've acquired in your travels, I will buy them for gold.
Will you buy scrolls?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Do you have any extra healing potion ingredients on standby?
Yes, I have some. Occasionally we get herbalists that come in and sell their raw wares here. Yes.
How much could I get for a spell scroll of acid arrow?
Acid arrow, kind of a rare one. What level spell is that?
I think it was just the whatever level acid arrow is.
Yeah,
it's like
is that
first
3?
level.
No,
Or...
it's like at least a level 2 or 3.
Yeah.
It was just the base power.
Yeah, I know. Let me look up Acid Arrow real quick.
I know in all the other games it was a level spell.
I think it's a level 2. Yeah, it's second level. So the way I do spell scrolls, if you're buying them, a first level spell scroll is 100 gold. Second level is 300. Third level costs 600, etc. So he'll buy that for 200 from you. You're never gonna get like full price for it, you know.
That's fine.
Yeah. So he says, yes, I'll give you 200 gold for that scroll.
Sounds good.
That's one thing that D&G is kind of light on, the cost of items. I don't see that in here. Or at least I never read where it's at. So he trades that with you. So you gain 200 gold. You can add that to your loot, and then you lose a scroll of Acid Arrow.
Yep.
What about these? What about the prisoners? They're just sitting there, not being.
Yes, I see. Do you wish to sell what you have?
Yes.
Okay.
3 red opals, 1 hematite, 1 aqua.
Let me check my ledger and check the value. Still there?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. My headset keeps cutting out.
That's fine.
What kind of gems are they?
3 red opals, 1 hematite,
Hematite.
and 1 aquamarine.
He'll give you 5 gold for the hematite.
That's not shit. Alright, what about the...
Yeah, the aquamarine. I'm looking for that. Why don't I see that in here?
I thought these gems were actually worth something. That's why you picked...
They are. I mean, they're not worth, like, copper.
Well, no, I thought they were worth like 100 gold, or
depends
I
on
thought
the, it
one
depends
was
on the gem. Depends all on the gem. At the aquamarine, he says, I will pay you 400 gold for that one.
Did you cut out?
No, I'm still here.
No.
He'll give you 400 gold for the aquamarine.
Okay.
Yeah. He says it looks like it's in good quality. So 5 for the opals.
Or 5 each for the opals.
5 each. Or was that the hematite?
That was the hematite.
Yeah, let me double check. So write this down as we're going. Hematite's pretty cheap too. Yeah, so I'll give you 5 each for the. I'll give you 5 for the hematite, and then the red opal. Why don't I see that in here? God damn it! Ooh, pale blue with green or golden. That's a different type of opal. That's probably not what you have. He says the obsidian. He'll give you 600 gold for the red opals. Each red opal.
For each?
Yes, for each one.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, 600 for each. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, fine. How much does that add up?
Well, you got 3 red opals. So it's 3 times 6.
12.
So 1800.
Oh, 8.
1800 gold there, and then 5 gold for the hematite, and then I think I said for the aquamarine he'll give you 400.
400.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like 21.
2205.
Yeah. So add 2205 to the total.
And
take
minus
the gems out. Yeah, take the gems out. Yeah.
Okay. That helped their loot out.
You're getting closer to the folding boat. Do you have anything else you wish? So make sure you guys update that group loot so you don't forget.
Yep. Someone should be doing that now, I believe, right?
You should probably
Well, you can't work on it at the same time someone else does. Is someone working on that?
Yeah.
I'm not.
All right.
Who was that?
Rummy.
Oh yeah. Okay, he did. Yep. Okay. I tell him. You know what? I say, I have this weapon. I've had it for a long time. I don't really see no use for it. And maybe it might help you out and maybe get you a little coin, or maybe you know some. And I show him the battle axe plus.
It's a battle axe +1.
Yeah, it's a battle axe +1. I had it forever.
Just a regular battle axe +1, right?
Yeah, just +1 battle axe. Yep.
Okay.
Say how much would that? Just curious. Just price.
I'll take a look. Buying and selling. So battle axes would be what, like uncommon, or +1 would be uncommon, right, Dave?
Yeah.
He will.
Yeah, I think so.
He'll give you 350 gold for that item.
I better hold on. You never know. I may need an extra weapon. Something. Thank you for appraising.
You're welcome.
All right.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope.
I have other items that you may be interested in. I showed you the boat because I thought you being here in Luskan, you may wish to own your own boat.
This might be a steep request, but do you have anything that could help me make healing potions much faster?
We have a healer's kit, I believe. Which kit is it for making healing?
Alchemy.
It's an alchemy.
Herbalism, I think.
Alchemy kit.
Is it alchemy or herbalism now?
Herbalism for healing potions, alchemy for all the other stuff, pretty much. Alchemy's for like poisons.
That's what I thought.
Right. Yeah, herbalism.
Yeah,
it would be a herbalism.
He says he has those, like basic kits. Let's take a look at equipment here. In the player's handbook. Let's see. I know the kits are in here. What did we say? Alchemy or herbalism?
Herbalism. But I already have the basic herbalism kit. I didn't know if there was like an upgraded one.
Oh no, he doesn't.
There's just only one.
Yeah, okay. There's one kit basically. Yeah.
I'd like to buy some healing herbs then to make a potion.
Okay, I can sell you a pouch of herbs that alchemists use to create potions. It'll cost about 20 gold for like a supply that will create one potion.
I'll take 2 of those supplies.
Very well, and he goes into the back and gets that.
I hand him 40.
He comes back with the 2 small pouches, brown sacks, and he says, "Yes, still fresh. I keep them in dry storage to keep the components in good working condition for alchemists. You'll never find better in the city."
Thank you.
So that's minus 40 gold for you guys.
I'm taking out of The 200 I just made.
Oh, your personal money?
Yeah.
All right. Everything else you're putting in the group loot, though, right? Yeah, I see it now. Okay. It's very good doing business with you people. What else would you be interested in?
That's about it, right? Yeah, you guys want to get going?
Yeah.
Sure, let's be on our way.
All right. So
Please, if you wouldn't mind looking for my son soon, I would greatly appreciate it. And perhaps we can do something on that price of that boat after all.
it's our
Yes, you will
highest
be.
priority.
Thank you.
And then I,
exit.
yeah.
Yes. I put the collar and stuff on Raging Pete.
And I say to everybody, sorry about that. It can be whatever priority you guys decide. Just wanted to make him happy.
That's
No,
fine.
send it.
Well, we should probably check it out.
Let's do it.
The ruins and stuff. It's on the way. I mean, we're not cut for time. What the hell?
I know I have really good sense of direction, but so this is like to the DM. Do it. We go this way, right?
Well, where do you want to go?
To the
Ruins.
ruins of Illusk. Illusk.
So, yeah, if you look at the top of the map, if you scroll out a little bit, you're
Oh,
going to start heading this way. And then you're going to go up here to sort of like the main road that will head towards the ruins, which are also near the market district. Up here. You get a sense of direction that way.
Up where? I don't see anything.
You got to scroll out.
I did.
So I'm pinging up here. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, got it.
Yeah, you're going to want to exit that way. Oh, you're off the map.
Exit.
Yep. So, yeah, you head out of the city, or not out of the city, out of the Half Moon Street area, and you come to what looks like the High Captain's Court, but you're on the back side of it, and you see a road that heads northwest, and at the end of that road, in the distance, you can see these old crumbling structures up on a hill. And yes, you start heading in that direction. Alright. Let's see where you guys go. Alright, yeah, nothing happens.
I think I spaced out on this part. Did Raging Pete wear the collar?
Yeah, I'm walking him on the leash, a collar and everything. Fuck yeah. We're walking like a boss. With my big ass owlbear pet.
Sorry, I'm just getting you guys set up here on this. So you make your way through the city, and you enter the hill where they pointed to on the map, called the ruins of Illusk. And you come upon some cobblestone walls. Give me 1 second, I gotta get the owlbear. Owlbear, where are you? right. Kind of looks like a decrepit old area here. You don't get a good vibe when you step into this area. But based on what Delmon was saying, this is the area his son went looking for something in.
Is this a gate? Is it closed?
It is not closed. It used to be a gate, yeah.
So I go inside and look around for any living things.
You see no living things in sight. No birds, no animals whatsoever. Even the wind seems to have subsided on this hill, which is odd since it's a hill.
That's odd.
Just for the heck of it, I'm gonna trigger a divine sense.
Go ahead and link that for me real quick.
Yeah, sorry, I'm looking for it. Why don't I see it? Did I not do that?
Under your traits?
Maybe I put it under spells? No.
Think divine trait. Trait and ability.
Is it in
I don't
your
have
traits
it.
area?
No, it's not. That's why I don't see it. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
You have it on under your bio. So as an action, you detect good and evil. Yeah. Until the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the Halo spell, or know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. You can use this feature 4 times for long rest. Costs 1 action. So it's like instantaneous in this case because you're not using it in combat. But yeah, so you cast Divine Sense as an action, good and evil. Next turn, you can sense anything affected by the Halo spell. Is that a spell? Or know the location of any celestial fiend within 60 feet. So from where you're standing, you do not detect anything.
Okay. I can't seem to move that to my sheet the same way anything else does.
You have to type it into that trait section. You have to fill it in on that section. You didn't fill it in the right area. You just copied and paste from your other sheet. So.
Okay.
I do. I look around for any history that I might know about this place or any symbols that I recognize.
About this particular location that you're standing in?
About these ruins in general.
Okay. Make a history check.
Holy fuck.
Good at history.
Very good.
Been studying.
So, it's an ancient city that has been destroyed many times. The city of Luskan stands on top of it now. It's near the market district. So you know about a street called the Dark Walk. That it's a street that bisects the ruins and they lead to the Dark Arch. It was named for the haunted reputation of the ruins of Illusk. It was
Cut out.
the kingdom was Netheril, but this is one of their city states that they controlled in ancient times. Many arcane or arcanists ruled the city, and they founded the Tower of the Arcane here in the city, the Host Tower. It was all part of Illusk at one point, but That's kind of less than overlay, but this particular location, it's the history of it's been lost to time. It looks like sort of a for the best, it looks like former like houses or residences or something. You're not really sure exactly, but they're all dilapidated and crumbling. You see fountains, and it seems like you're passing by a graveyard as well. So
I check out this I don't know, thing in the middle, the dark crevasse. Whatever.
well, left click on it to tell me. Hold down left click where you're looking. It's just some, bushes and weeds and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. It doesn't look like anything interesting. You don't see anything of particular
So,
interest there.
assuming that we have come here looking for a group of people, and not a lot of people come to this hill usually,
Yeah.
there might still be tracks around, right?
Good point.
Good thinking.
I missed part of that, Dave.
So not a lot of people come up onto this hill, and we're looking for a group of people, which means if they left behind any tracks, they might still be visible, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'll have a look around.
So what did you want to do?
I'll just have a look around, like if I see any footsteps in the mud, or something someone might have left behind. If that door stood open, is there no door at all, or was it just leaning there at an angle? Stuff like that.
Okay. Where exactly are you looking for that?
Starting from the point of entry,
Yeah.
along that walkway toward that central tree, and then probably
Sound loud and clear to me, bud. Hello?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yep, I'm back too.
I heard Mike testing his mic. Wasn't sure if got that or not.
Yeah, I could hear it. I heard that too. Stray dog in the ruins.
Are we back?
Hello?